Welcome everyone to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to share this one with you because wow, we are unpacking Google DeepMind's massive announcement straight out of I/O 2026. We're looking at their biggest move in AI video yet, Gemini Omni. Now, we're going to move past all that dense, highly technical developer speak today. Instead, we're going to look at Gemini Omni for what it truly is. A revolutionary virtual co-creator that's literally about to change how we all make content.
I mean, think about it. What if you could direct a movie or create a stunning piece of video art just by having a normal, everyday conversation? No massive software suites to learn, no expensive render farms, just you talking to an intelligent assistant. That's the exact problem-solution narrative Google is painting here. It's designed to take the friction entirely out of the creative process.
Okay, let's dive into this roadmap so you know exactly where we're headed. We'll be hitting 1. Meet Gemini Omni. 2. The creative artist. 3. Grounded in real physics. 4. Editing through conversation. 5. Avatars in short form. And finally, 6. Rollout and guardrails.
All right, starting with Section 1, Meet Gemini Omni, the foundation. To truly grasp what Google has built here, we really need to strip away the complex jargon. At its core, Gemini Omni is a new family of models designed with a brilliantly simple framing. It's one single model that can create anything, from absolutely any input you give it.
The very first version rolling out right now is called Gemini Omni Flash, and it's actually already replacing VO as the default video model inside the Gemini app. If you've been following the AI space closely, you might have seen Google playfully referring to this as Nano Banana for video. Basically, that just means it's this highly capable, all-in-one powerhouse squeezed into a super fast, accessible package.
Moving on to Section 2, the ultimate creative artist, multimodal input. Instead of thinking of this as just a piece of software processing data, I actually want you to think of Gemini Omni as the ultimate creative, mixed media artist.
Just like a human artist who, gathers a mood board, listens to a specific soundtrack for inspiration, and sketches from real life, you can feed Gemini Omni a massive variety of reference materials. You can drop in text prompts, reference images, audio tracks, or even existing video. Omni takes all of these different inputs and magically weaves them together into one cohesive finished piece.
Now, the absolutely crucial point here is consistency. That has always been a massive struggle in AI video, right? Well, incredibly, you can hand this AI artist up to 5 specific reference photos. That means you can upload a picture of your main character, a picture of a specific prop, and a photo of a unique location, and Omni will lock onto those references. It ensures that everything stays perfectly consistent in the final output, so no more shape-shifting characters. Now, what's really interesting is Section 3, grounded in real physics, learning the rules. Because making a video look pretty is one thing, but making it behave correctly, that is an entirely different mountain to climb.
Think about old AI video generations. We've all seen them, right? Objects just floating away, limbs melting into tables, things morphing for absolutely no reason. It was kind of like a dream where nothing made sense. Contrast that with Gemini Omni. Google has drastically improved its world knowledge. Think of it like a child learning the rules of the playground. It now fundamentally understands gravity, momentum, and fluid dynamics. Because the scene holds together realistically, you get drastically fewer of those weird, easily noticeable hallucinations.
To prove this, Google dropped a demo that has gone completely viral. It features a marble rolling through this complex chain reaction track. The physics are incredibly believable. But here is the wild part. The AI auto-generated native sound effects for every single bounce of that marble. There's also this fantastic claymation explainer showing protein folding, generated from just one short prompt. It's understanding the prompt, the visual style, the physics, and the audio all at once. It's just wild.
All right, let's jump to Section 4, Editing Through Conversation, your editing bay. I want you to imagine sitting down next to a professional human editor in a studio, and you're just giving them verbal feedback on what to change. That is exactly what using Gemini Omni feels like.
Let's walk through this iterative workflow. Step 1, you give an instruction. Say, make it sunset. Step 2, the AI makes the change. Step 3, you give the next instruction, like add a classic car. And because the scene remembers what came before, every single conversational command builds on the last one. You can seamlessly add filters, effects, or objects without having to start over from scratch every time.
And it gets even better. You aren't just limited to AI-generated clips. You can take actual, real footage that you filmed yourself on your phone or camera, feed it into Omni, and ask it to change what is happening inside the video, without messing up the background or the surroundings. It isolates the action from the environment perfectly.
This brilliantly illustrates our next topic, Section 5, Avatars and Short Form, the Creator Revolution. The tools we just talked about are incredible for filmmakers, but what about social media? Well, Gemini Omni is bringing some specific features that are going to completely upend the creator economy. Here is the absolute game changer, AI avatars. These are reusable digital versions of yourself that can appear in any video you generate. Think of it as a digital clone. So instead of having to set up a camera, adjust your lighting, and do 20 exhausting takes in your living room, you can simply deploy your AI avatar into a generated scene, perfectly lip-syncing your script.
Project yourself into the near future for a second. Imagine how these avatars will radically speed up short-form video production. Creators are going to be able to generate instant, highly produced content for platforms like YouTube Shorts at a fraction of the time and cost. The barrier to entry for high-quality storytelling is dropping to absolute zero.
Which brings us to Section 6, Rollout and Important Guardrails, what you need to know. Obviously, with power like this, we absolutely have to talk about responsibility and access.
10 seconds. That is the current maximum length for any clip generated by Gemini Omni. Now, Google has clarified that this is strictly a product decision to keep current expectations realistic and to manage server loads. It is not a limitation of the underlying model itself. Longer videos are actively on the way.
Next up is transparency. Every single video generated with Omni gets something called a synth ID. This is a digital watermark permanently embedded into the file. It ensures that all generated videos are instantly identifiable as AI. In this rapidly changing digital landscape, this kind of ethical guardrail is absolutely crucial to fight misinformation and maintain trust.
So how can you actually get your hands on this? Well, Gemini Omni Flash is available right now for anyone on a Google AI Plus plan. It's actively rolling out across the Gemini app and Google Flow, and it will be coming for free to YouTube Shorts very soon. Also, keep an eye out for the Developer API, which will allow platforms like 11 Creative to integrate this tech directly. Oh, and Google has already teased an even more powerful model on the horizon called Omni Pro.
And that brings us to the end of our roadmap today. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. When creating your next video becomes as easy as having a simple conversation with a virtual co-creator, what story will you tell? The tools are no longer the barrier. The only limit now is your imagination. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really can't wait to see what you create.